Sagittarius, thanks for visiting. This is your reading for March the 19th to March the 24th. 19th, not 90th. Why did I say that? So yeah, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like to. I don't mind if you do or not. I really don't. I'd like you to, but I don't mind. And I'm going to start your reading right now for Sagittarius, and I'm going to get this out as quickly as I can because I know there have been some delays. So the first card you have your past is the Page of Swords. Right. Yeah, this is a very angry page. He doesn't look very happy. And this card can be the spying card sometimes. And I think there was or is someone watching you, probably on social media. They were definitely doing that at this time. And okay, I'll tell you what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing something quite specific. And whoever this is, they look at you on social media and they look to see if you're single or not. They kind of check your status. They go, are they single or not? Okay, let's look at the pictures. Are they with someone? Are they saying, oh, I went out with this person? Or are they by themselves? You know, they do that kind of thing. They're looking for clues about you. And they kind of check. They want to see if you're single or not. Now, and they want to see other things as well. They want to see kind of if you're successful, if you're doing well, how you're doing, all of that kind of thing. I think this is almost quite a bitter person. They weren't happy with you, and they're not happy now either, I think. This page looks so angry. He looks really defensive as well. He is defensive. And I think this might be an ex, and I don't even think they want to be with you. It's very strange, but it's almost as if they want things to go wrong for you. They're not happy for things to go well for you. It's very, very strange. They're not actually going to do anything to you, so don't worry about that. You're not in danger, and they're not going to come and make things go wrong for you. Well, not at this time anyway. I hope they won't in the future, but yeah, they just check up on you. They check up on you. They want to see what you're doing, and I think whoever this is thinks that you, or they thought, or they might still think that you got away or you ran away or something, you got away with something. I'm not saying you've done that, but that's the impression they had of you at this time. And they really can't move on from this. Not in a I miss them way and I love them way, but in a kind of, I feel so angry and I'm so bitter. It's that kind of thing they're feeling. And, you know, they just check as well, and it's like a habit. It's like something they do every single day. And so, you know, it's going to be really, really hard for them to move out of that habit. It's just a normal thing they do now. That's what I'm seeing there. So sorry to give you that negative news. So the next card you have your past is the High Priestess. So yeah, I think you knew this. I think you felt this intuitively. Obviously you didn't know what they were doing in their own home, but you felt this. You could feel that you could feel that you're being watched, I think. I also think this person might have been talking to other people as well about you. Now, I'm not seeing gossip. I'm not seeing them spreading bad stories around to get to you, but they weren't good stories, and I think they truly believed what they were saying. They believed that they were hard done by, and they had this kind of skewed vision and memory of what had actually happened between you. And so I think they convinced themselves that what they were saying was true. And they thought they were defending themselves by saying these things in a way, like the page in this, in the Page of Wands. And again, I don't think that what they were thinking or saying was correct at all. But they thought they were. They were seeing everything through this filter, or this kind of bitterness filter, this anger filter. I've got something in my throat, sorry. Sorry about that. And yeah, I think you could feel this again. You could feel this. The High Priestess is highly intuitive. So you could feel this energy, and you're probably keeping a lot of things to yourself as well, because I think you didn't want to say anything, you didn't want to do anything, because I think you just didn't want to add to this drama, and you also just wanted to feel as peaceful as you could. You're just like, I want peace in my life now. I've had enough of this drama. I'm not going to let it in. And yeah, you've come out of a lot of drama. I think you had a lot of difficult, demanding people around you at one time, and you were just able to get out of that. So there was no way that you were going to invite any more drama in ever again. No way. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the last card you have your past is the Five of Cups. So yeah, here they are again. Yeah, here's this really, really bitter, this really sad person I'm seeing. I keep on feeling a lot of this bitterness, upset, anger around this, and they just weren't seeing things as they truly were. Because if you look at the man on this card, he has 3 spilled cups in front of him, and he's focusing on that, but he still has 2 full cups behind him, and the full cups were where the reality of the situation was. Things weren't that bad, but they weren't focusing on that. They were totally focused on the negative and their perceived version of what had happened. And again, they were telling these other people about this. I'm seeing 2 people who they were talking to, and they're extending a bridge to these people, opening up to them, but they weren't telling them what actually happened. So I think it's going to take this person, again, I think they're going to take a long, long, long time before they'll be able to calm down and see that this is the truth, and see that they have a skewed idea of this. Because right now, their bitterness and their anger and everything else is just clouding everything. It's like they have this big veil in front of them, this big red, angry veil, and everything they look at kind of proves their point. See, he said that. See, they did that. See, she said that. Oh, look on his social media or her social media. Oh, look at that. Oh, what have they done now? Oh, they're so mad. How dare they do that? How dare they be happy? How dare they say, I had a nice day today? You know, it's crazy, but this is how, I'm not saying they're crazy, but this is how they were. They were not seeing things clearly at all. Now, I think you're definitely doing the right thing by staying out of all of this and focusing on yourself if this is resonating and this is what you're doing. If it is, keep on doing that. Keep on staying out of this. Stay away from this. The first card you have here present is the 5 of Swords. Yeah, so I think, you know, it's not going to be easy for you to keep quiet. It really is not. I think it's going to make you feel as if you're kind of giving in almost, letting them run all over you, do whatever they want, and you're kind of not standing up for yourself. You're not letting people know what the right version is. But don't worry about that. I think you're doing the right thing by walking away. It's not a weakness to walk away. It takes a lot of strength to walk away. And I think as people hear more and more negativity coming from them and nothing coming from you, I think they'll form conclusions from what they can see, not from what they can hear coming from this person. So right now, it might seem as if, you know, you're under attack and you're being talked about and you're like, I want to get my side heard. That's not fair, they're saying that. But I think, you know, the way you're behaving around this drama shows your character. So you don't need to say anything about yourself. People can see what you're like. So try to calm yourself. Every time you think, oh, I'm so upset, I'm so angry, I don't want to just walk away. That lets them get away with things. But no, it won't. They won't get away with things. People will see what they're like. So keep on doing what you're doing around this. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your present is the Knight of Wands. So yeah, this is really good actually. This is kind of gives you a departure from this difficult person. I think you might have someone around you. I don't think they're physically around you, but you communicate with them. I think maybe online, or maybe you message each other a lot. This is a friend of yours, but you're not kind of physically close to each other at this time. You might be living in separate areas or something. And yeah, this is a really dynamic person. This is a really interesting person. They have a lot of interesting ideas. I think they might be a little bit older than you, more experienced, especially in some work things. And I think you talk about work a lot, or work projects, or things outside of work that might bring you an extra income. Might be that kind of thing. There might be kind of a mentor even to you. I don't know. But this is a very, very forward-thinking person. They're almost futuristic in their thinking. They're a very amazing, interesting person to have around. Now, they're not the most reliable person. They like to kind of jump from one thing to another thing sometimes. But they're a really brilliant thinker. I keep on seeing that. And I don't know if you were thinking of partnering with them around something work-related, or you were thinking of starting a business with them or something like that, developing something. But if you were thinking about this, please think about this carefully, because I think you'd be really amazing together. I think you'd be really good together doing this. Because what I'm seeing is you'd be able to harness all of these kind of brilliant ideas that actually that are coming out of their head and actually make them work on a practical level. Now, I think you'd really complement each other as well. They're like brilliant and amazing, but they're like, oh, I got this idea, tomorrow I got that one, then I do that, and they're kind of all over the place. And you can kind of bring them back to reality and make things work. Because this horse is, this horse is fiery, full of movement, full of energy. But someone needs to come and control this horse. Someone needs to guide it in the right direction. If it went in the right direction, it'd be super powerful and super strong. So I think, yeah, you'd be the perfect person to do this. And I think you're friends with them as well. So you know them, you know their personality really well. So you'd be perfect to work with them. That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, again, if this resonates, if you know who this is, see what you could do with them. Because as a team, I think you'd be very, very dynamic, especially as in a business or something like that. You'd work really well together. So the last card you have for your present is the Tower, yes. Okay, so I hate to say this, I'll just tell you what I'm seeing. Be very careful, be very aware of your online presence, your personal online presence, but especially your work presence online if you have one. If you have something like a business website or a channel or any kind of online business related thing, yeah, just watch out for someone. Just watch out for someone saying things to try to jeopardize your income through these platforms. I'm seeing negative things. I'm seeing trolling, negative words up on the screen, things that are designed to make you fall down like this Tower. I don't know if you need to privatize things or just watch what's happening on there more regularly. Keep an eye out what's going on. They might do something like, make fake accounts or leave bad reviews on something, or it could be worse than that even. So just spend some time checking up on things a lot more. I don't want to make you paranoid. It could be that this it could be this bitter person in the Page of Swords. It could be someone else, I don't know, but it makes sense that it might be them, but I'm not accusing them. I don't know who it is. So and I don't want you to stress about this, but just watch what's happening online a lot more regularly than you have been. Keep on checking carefully, especially over the next 3 weeks, because I think something might happen over the next 3 weeks. So the first card you have for your future is the Hanged Man. So yeah, again, hold on tight. This is going to pass for you. Whoever this is probably going to be determined to keep on doing this for a while. And I'd be tempted to confront them and say, hey, what are you doing? Get out. But that doesn't mean you have to do that. Just because I do, don't do what I do. You're doing the right thing. Keep on sitting back, keep as calm as you can, and just sit back and watch and monitor things. Someone might be trying to mess up your reputation again, but again, your behaviour is your reputation. Their behaviour is their reputation. Just remember that when you're going through this. Everyone can see the difference between the two behaviours, yours and theirs. So just think about that. If you're tempted to say anything, to rush in, to defend yourself, to do this, just remember, people are watching their behaviour, not just what they're saying, and they're watching yours as well. Now, the other thing I'm seeing in this card is that you're growing with all these leaves up on the top of this tree. You're growing, and whether, whatever work you're doing, whether this is a business or your usual work, I can see growth there. And I'm seeing things starting to grow for you financially as well. And they probably don't like seeing that either. It might be that you're doing a bit better financially. You might have had a raise, or you might have something like that going on, and you go on social media and you say, oh, I went to this restaurant, I went out here, I bought this new whatever, and they're looking at it saying, oh, that's not fair, oh, they're terrible. It isn't true. You're not terrible. It is fair. You worked hard for what you have, and also you've done nothing wrong. That's what I keep on seeing. You've done nothing wrong. So just hang in there like this Hanged Man. They'll eventually realize that they can't really do a lot about anything anyway. They can try to troll or do these negative reviews or do silly things. They don't have a lot of power. They really, really don't. They're going to give up after a while. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have in your future is the Ace of Pentacles. So obviously this is a fantastic, fantastic card. Yeah, this is showing me more than anything, again, that your money and your work or your business or whatever this is you're doing is going to grow and prosper already. So that's what you're doing now. On another level, if you work with this person in the Knight of Wands in the future, if you start to work with them, and if you join in them with a business or whatever this is, you know, things are growing now, but the combination of you two together, working together, and the dynamism of their ideas and the organization of you, and you have ideas as well, will really, really make things financially escalate for you, both of you. Now, you're probably going to have other people in to help you as well as things get bigger and bigger, but nothing's going to happen if you don't join up or partner with this person. So I suggest that you do that again. I know I keep on saying that. Now, I think there are going to be some risks around this as well, but you know, if you're careful and if you take calculated risks, very careful risks, you'll do extremely well, very, very well. I'm actually seeing one big idea that they have, because I'm looking at the Hanged Man as well, and he's having an idea. He has a kind of a light bulb around his head. So there's one big idea that this person has, and they haven't been able to get it off the ground or start it yet or whatever. That, if you know what this is, that's the thing you should build this business on. That's what you should be working on. So yeah, this is the time to start working on this. This is the Ace of Pentacles. It's telling you, work on this, do this, and you'll be successful. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your future is the Two of Cups. So yeah, this is amazing. This is beautiful. Look at how well you communicate. This card can be about, obviously, communication. It can be about love, but I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing friendship and ideas kind of growing between you, exchanging ideas, bringing two heads together, two minds together to create special things, new things. And again, you are friends already, but I think through this, your friendship's also going to grow and get stronger. And you have mutual respect for each other as well. I can see that in this card. So again, please start this. I know I'm repeating myself. Start this if this is resonating with you. It might be an invention. I think this is something totally new. Whatever this is, it needs to come into the world. It needs to come out into the world, because it's not just a money-making exercise. You are going to make money from it, but that's not the idea behind it. It's a good thing. It's a worthwhile thing. It's a valuable thing. So yeah, I won't say any more about that because I just keep on saying do this, do this, do this. So Sagittarius, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you liked this reading, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment if you would like to, only if you would like to, I don't mind. And thank you so, so much for watching.